Okay, I think I've recovered from that. So let's move on. Today, we're taking a look at Duck Life 2 World Champion, the sequel to Wix Games' successful Flash game Duck Life. This time around, it was originally published through Bubblebox.com. The Duck Life wiki states it was released in summer 2008, but again, no sources or anything, so do take this release window with a few grains of salt. As we'll soon see, Duck Life 2 is very similar to the first game, so in this review, I'll mostly just be talking about new features and what has changed since last time, as well as how this sequel compares to the first game. So let's get right into it. On the title screen, you now have the ability to name your duck. This is cool, I guess, and you can give it a cute name, but this feature is completely pointless. You never see the name anywhere in the game again after the intro. Now let's click play and check out the opening cutscene. Well, if you could even call it that. Hey, Ming. Oh, come on! Ugh, alright. Sup. Wow, nice crown! Where'd you get it? You can only get one if you're the champion racer.
Then I must become the champion racer!
Well, okay then. After a message telling you how to play, you'll arrive at the main screen, which looks just like the first games if someone sandpapered the UI. The gameplay here is identical to the first game. You have to train your duck by playing training minigames in order to compete in races. But this time around, along with the running, swimming, and flying training introduced in the first game, there's a new skill, climbing. The training minigames for the pre-existing skills are very similar to the first games, but let's run down the changes. Running training is mostly the same as before, but there are now more obstacles to dodge such as watermelons, basketballs, and extremely oversized baseballs. Your jump is also now less high, which makes it more challenging to dodge the obstacles. Swimming training is next, but it's identical besides some updated graphics, but flying training has received the most changes of all. Now you move your duck up and down by using the up and down arrow keys, which makes more sense than using left and right. And there's also now actual obstacles to dodge. Cliffs can appear at either the bottom or top of the screen, and you get a warning sign before they approach. Now for the new training minigame, climbing. In climbing training, your duck automatically climbs up a cliff, and you have to jump between the parallel cliff faces using the arrow keys in order to avoid ledges in the wall. The training ends if you get pushed off screen by a ledge. Like all the other training games, the speed here gradually increases as you survive longer. Overall, the training minigames have been improved a bit since the last game, and the new one is pretty nice as well. Hence the game's subtitle, World Champion. The races this time take place in 5 different real-life locations around the world. There's Scotland, England, Egypt, Hawaii, Japan, and Menu. Wait, there are 3 races in each of the areas, except Japan where there are 2, the semi-final and championship final. Each race has a description and also displays which skills you'll use in it. The new environments are pretty neat, but races themselves play out exactly like in the first game. No control over your duck, skills determine how fast your duck moves, all that. Once you beat a race, you'll be rewarded with coins and a new paint or hat for your duck. This time around though, you just immediately get them and can switch between any paints and hats you own at any time. I like this change, as it was pretty annoying to have to rebuy paints or hats that you already earned in the first game. The duck shop has been significantly changed since the first game. Seeds are no longer purchased through the duck shop and instead are bought through these dispensers on the main screen. Also, the purple seeds no longer increase your main skills. Instead, they now just serve as a better seed, each increasing your energy by 3 levels. Now that you no longer need to purchase hats and paints, you'll mainly be using your hard-earned coins on upgrading your maximum level. Yep, at the start of the game you can train all your skills up to level 20, but after that you have to spend 50 coins to increase your maximum by 10. Each time you complete the final race of an area, your maximum level, meaning the maximum level increases you can buy at the shop, increases. Wow, that probably made no sense at all. But yeah, this feature was added so you couldn't just grind all your levels to the max and then win every race easily, so that's neat, I guess. Graphically, this game looks very similar to Duck Life 1. At first glance, you wouldn't even be able to tell the difference. The biggest difference, however, is that there's more shading, and what I mean by that is they basically took all the assets from the first game and masked a slight Photoshop gradient over them. I actually kind of prefer the simple, solid color look of the first game, but maybe that's just nostalgia. The music, compared to the first game, is actually worse in my opinion. I mean, who looked at Duck Life and said, you know, this is good and all, but it needs more dubstep? Unfortunately, Duck Life 2 still has the general lack of polish of the first game. In fact, I think it's even worse at times. Training minigames still get loopy at high speeds, and yes, this applies to climbing training as well. Also, for some reason from Egypt onward, the menu music and the race music somehow switched? I have no idea how that happened, but yeah, that certainly took away a bit of tension from the final race. Oh, also on Firefox, the game doesn't save again, while on Google Chrome the save function works just fine. So yeah, use Chrome. The semifinals and championship final take place in Japan, but this time there's no cutscene for the final race. Instead, you just immediately start the race against this uniquely colored duck. And once you win, you'll be crowned as the new world champion, and get a bunch of rewards. And along with the crown from the first game, you unlock 2 new features, a cheats menu and a level editor. The cheats menu you unlock has some admittedly neat stuff. You unlock the ability to change the time of day for the training games, which is really cool. You get the option to change your duck's name, again completely useless. You can get unlimited free seeds as well as a black crown and sunglasses, which really like to flicker in and out of existence. You also unlock extreme training, which provides a much faster and glitchier version of all the training minigames. Next, wow, a level editor, huh? I can make my own races? That seems really cool. Too bad it's a glitchy, barely functional mess. On top of there being only 6 unadjustable assets to place, your duck really doesn't like moving on the ground. The CPU duck is just fine, but yours? Nope. Create as good a level as you want. Your duck still won't walk on the ground. You can adjust the duck's levels, and if you decrease your level, your duck will actually go backwards. Oh, and also there's no way to place an end flag. You can't end your race. That seems like kind of an important thing to leave out. I don't know, maybe the editor works better on another website, but keep in mind that this is the developer's official website. And I really don't feel like playing through this game again to find out. I think there's potential in a Duck Life level editor, and I hope Wix Games revisits this idea if we ever get a new entry in the series. But this one, don't even bother. In summary, yeah, Duck Life 2 didn't really do that much for me. It suffers from lack of polish and being just too similar to the first game. I'm pretty mixed about this one. On one hand, it improves on many issues of Duck Life 1 and adds great new features like the climbing skill, and it technically has more content, but on the other, it just feels way too similar to the first and feels a bit lazy because of that. Not to mention the bugginess and the disappointing level editor. I'm not saying it's a bad game, it really isn't, but if you're aiming to play through all the Duck Life games, you could honestly skip this one. So, with all that said, stay tuned for the next video where I'll finally review Run 3, because yeah, I've had enough with ducks for now.